Hello everyone, my name is Tere Anak Vincent and I will present you about the suggestion on reducing mass tourism impact. Suggestion on reducing mass tourism impact. Mass tourism is beneficial for the local people and the country since it helps to boost the local economy. However, mass tourism also had been contributing to bad effects to the local community and to the tourism sites. There are 5 best solutions that I will present to you that can be used on tackling the bad impact of mass tourism. 1. Controlling the number of tourists entering the tourism spot. Controlling the number of tourists entering the tourism spot could help reducing the overcrowded issues in tourism spot. This is helpful since authority can manage and watching less tourists, which can help to preserve the structure of the places from destruction by tourists. Besides, the people living around that area could enjoy less traffic of tourists visiting that area, ensuring a quieter and peaceful environment. Bhutan, Forbidden City, Beijing, Barcelona, Machu Picchu are the examples of tourism spots and countries that put a cap on tourists to ensure that the places is not harmed by mass tourism. The second one would be explore on less famous places instead of the typical spots. There are much potential ecotourism spots that had less discovered by tourists around the world, since many of them focus on the iconic tourism spots only, such as the Eiffel Tower and the Great Wall of China. Tourists should be encouraged on traveling to more tourism spots that have been less tourists visiting there, such as the La Roque Gagiak, France, or in our local spots in Malaysia like Pulau Rawa, Johor, and Kundasang, Sabah. This is important since this allows the dispersion of tourists to other tourist spots and thus reducing the number of tourists from exceeding the number of capacity that a tourist spots could handle. Other than that, tourists also get to feel new experience and knowledge that not many articles and tabloid can cover in the internet alone. This is two of the underrated popular tourism spots in Malaysia. Like the left picture is Kundasang, Sabah, and the right one is Pulau Rawa, Johor. Third one will be educating tourists on practicing more environmentally friendly tourism. Tourists must be educated first on how to be a responsible tourist when visiting the tourism spots around the world. Tourists must know how not to travel or visit the tourism spots during the peak seasons to avoid overcrowding. Respecting the local and the place cultures and rules is the most important things that tourists have to obey and know. The incident of tourists naked on the summit of Mount Kinabalu, Sabah, and tourists sitting on some holy structures at famous temple in Bali, Indonesia, is one of the main reasons why education on tourists is important so that these issues would not happening again in the future. In the slides in the picture, we can see examples of irresponsible tourists which are naked on the summit of Mount Kinabalu and the some holy structures in Bangkok, Thailand. Next will be increasing the flight and the hotel prices. Flight and hotel companies usually lower the prices of their tickets and rates during the peak season to encourage tourists to travel and have a vacation in the places. Although it brought good economy to the local, but it contributes much of the mass tourism that leads on overcrowding in local tourism spot. Increasing the flight ticket and hotel prices, especially during the peak seasons, can help to reduce the problem of the mass tourism. While it may be not 100% effective, since there will be some tourists that afford to pay for higher prices to travel, but it will help to reduce the number of tourists that will be crowding some local tourism spots. And the last one will be reducing accommodations provided to the tourists. The accommodations such as Airbnb is an alternative to tourists to travel abroad since it is relatively cheaper compared to hotels. Higher availability on the B&B of course encourage more tourists to have a vacation there, especially during peak seasons. This contributing on negative social impact to some local communities as they had to deal with the presence of much tourists living surrounding the area, causing less privacy and noise pollution to the local. By reducing the accommodation, there will be less demand of the tourists to travel to the places. This will solve the problem of overcrowding and mass tourism in the area. I think that's all from me. And then there will be some reference that you can refer to about the information on these slides. I think I think that's all from me. Thank you.